Francis, there's a beef heating up in the NBA. How do you like your beef?
I like it medium well.
Yeah, I'm a fan of medium rare, and this is, I would say, a medium rare.
You like it bloody?
Yeah, it's a little bit bloody. A little bit bloody. It's got a lot of flavor, a lot of juice. That is between Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Durant. So Steph Curry, when asked about his matchup against the Oklahoma City Thunder on the day before the Super Bowl, Saturday, February 6th, if I'm correct, he said this via Twitter. Stephen Curry and the Warriors playing Oklahoma City Thunder the day before the Super Bowl. Quote, it will be a good 48 hours, a win and a win. So Steph Curry definitely getting a little bit of confidence here. Obviously, when your team's only lost 4 games during the regular season. As of Monday, February 1st, just so everyone knows, if you're watching this a week later and they somehow lost maybe to the, well, they didn't lose the next. Regardless, 4 losses on the season so far. You gain some confidence. You deserve a little bit of cockiness. And what are you supposed to say? It should be a good game. Maybe we'll lose.
Yeah.
No. So Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook both responded to Steph Curry in a little bit different fashion as per interview before their game this weekend.
Basically guaranteed to win against you guys next week. That catch your attention at all? Anybody got any other questions?
That's it. Anybody got any questions? And KD also on his.
Curry had a comment yesterday that kind of blew up on the web that was, I guess he was like guaranteeing a win or something against you guys next Saturday. Did you take any exception to that?
I don't pay attention to that shit like that. We play tonight. We'll see. We'll play tonight. We still got to play the game tonight. We got those guys coming up. But, what else are you supposed to say? Everybody's, I'm just going to leave it at that.
I mean, in comparison with the beefs that we've seen recently, Kanye West and Wiz Khalifa calling out one, this is more like tofu.
Hey.
Like,
hey.
It's not as much as a strong, like, no.
Yeah, but you can tell that, like, they don't want to mess with the media in the way that, they get ripped apart all the time, Katie and Russ Westbrook, probably a little bit unfairly, especially in Oklahoma City. But, it's a beef. Let me have my beef. I want my steak. I'm going to eat it too, okay?
All right, and this is the other thing, right, I was going to say, like, Steph Curry's comments, I think, were pretty, like, a side smile, like, tongue-in-cheek. But if there's anyone who can count their chickens before they hatch, it's the chef who's going to cook those chickens.
Right.
See what I'm throwing there? I'll throw you the alley. You better oop it.
I'm going to oop it for you. So the Deadspin article that we found some of this news from had a great idea that the media should just pry into Westbrook and Durant for the next week, just to beat that up. So some hypothetical questions you can ask. Hey, Russ Westbrook, how many 30-foot jumpers have you made this season? Oh, not many? Steph makes them all the time.
Well, do you know who can do that? We'll just get the big giant guy from Happy Gilmore just to stand behind him like he did with Shooter McGavin.
Jackass.
No, the other guy. Come on.
Oh.
The guy behind him was like, trying to reach the green from here, Shooter? That's not possible, sir. I beg to differ. Happy Gilmore did that just an hour ago. Well, that's good for Happy Gilmore. Oh, my God.
Trying to reach the green from here, Shooter?
That's not possible, sir.
I beg to differ. Happy Gilmore accomplished that feat no more than an hour ago.
Well, moron, good for Happy Gilmore. Oh, my God!
Just have him.
Fair enough. That's what they got with the nail in the head.
Yeah,
right?
they got the nail in the head. The nail looks good. Can't even see it. but wanted to only have amazing Happy Gilmore. Adam Sandler movies.
There's a few, okay?
There's a handful.
There's a few. Why not the Thunder, Francis? Why not the Thunder? The Thunder are sitting in third in the Western Conference, just ahead of the Clippers by a few games, and behind the Warriors and the Spurs. It seems like the Warriors and Spurs are going to finish 1 and 2. But Billy Donovan's done a great job with this team. He came into the organization in the offseason. He didn't change much of the offense. He knows that it runs through Westbrook and runs through Kevin Durant. But those are a lot of egos to deal with. It's tough to deal with those type of players. No discredit, Ibaka's a great player too that's on that team. But he's done a few slight changes to the offense, especially with, I guess, facilitating Westbrook in the first quarter, to which he's averaging, in his first quarter over like the last 15 games, Westbrook averages 5 assists. It's basically Westbrook dish out, get KD hot, and then get your own, which is a great strategy for them. This is a team that made the finals in 2012 on the back of Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. They are 2 superstars. Why not the Thunder?
Yeah, this is the best I've seen them since 2012, I think, in that run where they lost to the Heat. A great Heat team that season. But I wanted to touch on that. When I watched their game last few days, you're spot on. Like, it looks like Russell Westbrook does a lot more distribution in the first quarter to try and get Kevin Durant hot, distribute the ball a little bit more. But then the second and the third quarter, it's Russell Westbrook takes a lot of the ball, drives to the hoop a lot more. But they also have been making an effort to share the ball a lot more, because when it comes to that point in the game, their opposition starting to feel them out. They realise that a lot of the time, because Russell Westbrook set that trait in the first quarter, they think he's going to go to Durant, but they'll share the ball a little bit more. I know in the last game, Serge didn't exactly heat up as much, but they have other shooters there that you can go to, specifically when you get Russell Westbrook on the ball, because that becomes a decoy. It's very similar to tactics in any sport. You set up decoy runs. Kevin Durant is so hot in the first quarter usually that they'll expect him to, maybe they'll put double cover on him, and that frees up other shooters. And then when it comes to the final quarter, there's only two people you want really have the ball in their hand.
Well, that's what makes, I think, the Thunder so dangerous down the stretch, is that there's two guys who can finish at the rim and, of course, with a jump shot. Kevin Durant is one of the most lethal, silent scorers I've ever seen play the game. He's a guy that you watch and you go, wow, it doesn't seem like Durant's done too well tonight. Like, I feel like he's missed a few shots. He's probably got 12 points. You check the box score, he's like, oh, no, he's only 9 of 18 for 28 points.
Yeah.
They both can get to the foul line, especially Westbrook. I don't think there might not be anybody better at attacking the rim, especially in such a ferocious manner as Westbrook.
No doubt.
He plays angry, and I like that about Russ.
And he answers angry, apparently, as well.
He answers angry, apparently, as well. But so it gets interesting, because I think the Thunder and the Warriors is going to be as good of a matchup, or at least a better matchup for the regular season in terms of watching.
I hope it's not a blowout.
Right, because I don't think it will be. Again, I don't buy into this, the Warriors blew out the Spurs, take it at face value.
But
there's something there. I get it. The Warriors are a better team.
But against the Cavs the week before, I felt that the Cavs were just outplayed. I don't think that they changed.
But that's the difference. So they were outplayed, and then they also dominated the Bulls. They've dominated some of the best teams in the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but when it's taken to the wire, it's such a... It's an interesting game to see how this Warriors team will overcome adversity and how they'll play against opponents that are not just going to sit back once they take that stretch, because there's so significant moments with Golden State Warriors that you can see they're feeling it right now. This is going to end up being a stretch of 12, 13, 14 points. And when it comes to that, there's no other team in the league that I think I'm more confident in going forward than just demolishing teams than the Golden State Warriors, because when they get that stretch, they're so confident. They really just... They feel each other out, and they're able to distribute the ball more. So even when I just mentioned it there with OKC, you'll see Steph Curry, when they start to stretch away, start to distribute the ball more, and you've got other three-point shooters there that, like Klay Thompson, who can just drain it from anywhere. And that's when I start to think they're so threatening, this Golden State team, and it's going to be hard to defend against. But if there's any team that I'm more... I wouldn't say there's any other team that I'm more excited to see play against Golden State than OKC, because I love the way that they attack the rim. I love how ferocious they are.
I watched Godzingas dish out some balls to Langston Galloway yesterday. That was Sunday when the Knicks played the Warriors and lost by more than the spread. So it wasn't a great Sunday. Yeah. Regardless, the Thunder, great team, should be a great matchup on Saturday. It's a hell of a Super Bowl weekend that we have prepared for everybody. And speaking of the Super Bowl, we'll be here live streaming.
We will be here.
We won't be talking about the Thunder or the Warriors. We'll be talking about Cam Newton and the Panthers versus Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos, but make sure to check it out. We'll leave some more information in the comments below about where you can watch the live stream on Sunday. T-shirt giveaways over at TYT Sports. Oh, I got the mirror problem that you have.
There you go.
Got it. At Francis_Maxwell and at JasonRubin91. We'll be tweeting it out as well. Make sure to check it out for some free T-shirts, maybe some stickers, maybe a selfie of Francis. I don't know. What else?
I don't know. Is there going to be a spread on how drunk you're going to get?
You can win this bow tie.
No, you can't.